River Road and out to Windjana Gorge and Bell's Gorge and Tunnel Creek.
Yeah, so some of you may recall that previously we had made it all the way out to Windjana Gorge, but we ran into some car trouble. So we were keen to get back out there at our first opportunity. So after we finished our trip to the horizontal falls, we made our way out to the Windjana Gorge campground. And once we got there, it was fairly close to sunset, so we decided we'd take a walk into the gorge and have a bit of a look around, and we weren't disappointed.
The amount of crocodiles sitting on the bank, we were talking to people coming out and they estimated 160. We reckon we saw easily at least that. So all different sizes, just incredible. Both sides of the bank. You wouldn't want to walk there at night.
No, so obviously they were freshwater crocodiles, for those of you who know the area. So they don't pose any risk to us as long as we obviously stay a reasonable distance from them. But the bank was littered with freshwater crocodiles. The water was full of freshwater crocodiles. The rocks on the opposite side of the bank had crocodiles draping themselves over it. So it was quite a sight to see. So we spent quite a bit of time in there. We also watched the sun coming down. We had been told that you can sometimes be lucky enough to watch the bats coming down for a drink after the sun has set and the crocodiles feasting on them. So we hung around, but although we saw bats, we didn't actually see any get eaten, which was a good thing for the bats, but a bit disappointing for us. So we went back to camp, made our camp. So because we were only staying there the one night, we basically just rolled the swag out, cooked some tea, and then the next morning we ventured down the road a little bit further to Tunnel Creek, which was another place that we were really looking forward to visiting. A little bit hesitant because we knew that we had to get in the water with the freshwater crocodiles, but lucky for us there hasn't been a whole lot of rain, so the water level wasn't very high and we were able to wade through, probably not really getting anything over our knees, provided we were careful where we were walking. One guy that we were walking with who was going in front of us actually made a wrong choice of where he placed his foot and he went down to his neck, so that was entertaining but quite refreshing for him. Yes, and very scary when you see him go down. You're not sure whether that's because a crocodile grabbed him on the ankle or not, but anyway, he was fine. It was all quite funny.
Quite interesting getting into Tunnel Creek. They've got a nice well-defined path and then it just comes to a whole lot of boulders and you sort of think, well, where do we go now? Luckily we met up with a couple who were the same, sort of had no idea, so between the four of us we were able to work out, yes, you have to climb over these boulders and here's a little hole here, and we went in that way. And
we were greeted immediately by a freshie sitting on the bank there, so we knew what we were up for as soon as we arrived. So it was really pretty. We had our head torches on, and obviously it's very dark in a tunnel, so you could see all the head torches coming back towards you, and then as you got through the tunnel you could see the light and the water at the end of the tunnel. There's some Aboriginal art if you go looking for it at the end of the tunnel on both sides. It's a little bit of a trek up the hill to find it, but we managed to find it, and then we made our way back to the car park where we bumped into Paul and Di, who we've met up with a couple of times on the trip. So it was great to see them again, have a catch up with them, and then we headed to Bell's Gorge, the Silent Grove campground, and the road to Silent Grove was in really good nick. We had dropped our tyres because we were expecting it to be a little bit rough, but the grader had been through. What you find though is even though the grader's been through, the road gets chopped up really quickly because a lot of people after the grader's been through don't drop their tyre pressures, hit the road at a fairly high speed, and it doesn't take long to chop it up. So if everybody was dropping their tyre pressures and taking it a little bit slower, you'd probably find the road would be in better condition. But I suppose the Gibb River Road is notorious for being a challenge, so good luck to everyone. They can do it however they like, but we were lucky. We had a reasonably smooth ride, didn't knock the car around too much. Got out to Silent Grove, which is just before you get to the Bell Gorge, and set up our swag, headed to the gorge, and it was a little bit different to the other gorges in that you arrived at the top pool first and then made your way down to the bottom of the waterfall. So we were lucky there was water flowing. You could see just how majestic it would be when it was in full flood or full flow. But we enjoyed a really nice swim down there, and there wasn't many people because it was the end of the day, so that was fantastic. When we got back to camp, we had a pretty early night because the next day we obviously were keen to be reunited with our caravan and get on with the rest of our trip. So that's where we'll leave this video, and we hope you enjoy it, and we will catch you in the next one.
See ya.